Oi, punters, question for you. Is our Prime Minister a lobbyist for gambling corporations? Politician Penny Wong says, no, he is not. Politician David Pocock says, yes, he bloody is. There's only one way to solve this, and that's with the punt test. Have a watch of this and tell me in the comments below what you think. Okay, here's the clip. Let's watch it.
Australian Parliament Sports Club is a listed lobbying organisation.
Penny Wong, sports club. It's called a sports club. Keep that in mind, punters.
And lists as one of its clients, among many others, Responsible Wagering Australia.
Gambling lobby group. Thank you. I'll just call out too if Penny Wong can.
Yeah, I think 6 of the biggest betting companies. And the PM is the president. So he's essentially the president of a lobbying firm that lists Responsible Wagering Australia, Pfizer, Diageo, a bunch of others. So in terms of the code of conduct, is a Prime Minister allowed to be the president of a lobbying firm?
Is he allowed? Who cares? Should he be allowed? No bloody way. What the hell?
Now, I know you want to get a grabber, but...
Oh, good political manoeuvre. Bit of gaslighting. I know you're just a bit of an attention seeker and you're just doing this for attention. There's nothing untoward here.
Know that the Parliamentary Sports Club is a lobbying firm. Now, it might know in the way...
It's not a lobbying firm in the way, no, continue.
That you are asserting.
This is not about a grab.
It's a Parliamentary Sports Club.
Yeah, use the name. The name, it doesn't say it's a lobbying firm. It says sports club. It's on the tin. Don't read the ingredients.
It's a registered lobbying organisation.
And it may be required under the code of conduct or whatever the code of lobbying. What's it?
It may be required because it's representing corporate firms and gambling. Yeah, technically, but it's called a sports club.
Of lobbyists to register. I accept that. Yeah. And you've got information which shows that. But I think to assert that somehow this is a commercial lobbying company in the way that people understand, where someone pays you to try and lobby Senator Cash or Senator Wong about
That's
something.
not my assertion.
Well, then, I think
good little straw man, Penny Wong. These are pro-level political manoeuvres. First, the tut-tut belittling, it's a sports club. And then with the straw man, you saying Anthony Albanese is directly a lobbyist? Oh, that's wrong. He's like, no.
Is that what you were doing when you made that assertion?
Yes, it's a Parliamentary Sports Club.
Thank you.
And Responsible Wagering Australia.
You're probably a member.
Pay the Parliamentary Sports Club for access, which seems like a lobbying organisation to me. And you kind of got to ask questions where we're 2 years after the Murphy Review and your government hasn't even responded to Peter Murphy's work.
Now, before we go to the jury, you punts out there in the comments below, let's just take a look. Who's politician David Pocock? I see him pop up every now and then. Here's a quick refresher on who this bloke is. That's David Pocock. So that's his stake in the game. He's an athlete, was an athlete, is an athlete, and he's not happy with the influence of gambling companies and gambling lobbyists that they have on our politicians directly. So let's go to this. Is Penny Wong right to downplay this? It's blown out of proportion? Well, let's take a look. The gambling lobby has infiltrated Social Sports Club's Parliament House. So as they established, there is a sports club at Parliament House where all the politicians can sign up, join, and go play sports with whoever you are. Doesn't matter what political party you're in. You can go play touch footy in the mornings, basketball, netball, whatever it is. And turns out most politicians don't even know this, but it is registered as a lobbying group. Okay, well, why is it registered as a lobbying group if it's a parliamentary sports club? Well, take a look at this. This sports club doesn't just have members that play the sport like your local basketball team. It has clients on the register. Pfizer, Serco, Line Group, Ampol, Amazon, and Responsible Wagering Australia, as Pocock points out there. So hang on. I don't know any sporting clubs that has corporate membership to the club, that starts at $2,500. Why do I want to pay $2,500 to this sporting club? Well, their product is over 200 parliamentary members. That is the product. Now, punters, you tell me, is that a lobbying group or a sporting club? And then obviously the optics of it is the president of this sporting club is none other than Anthony Albanese himself. Now, how bloody good would it look if you were a lobbying firm dressed up as a sporting club with your president of the sporting club being the President of Australia, otherwise known as the Prime Minister of Australia, named Anthony Albanese. Parliamentarians pay $273 for 3 years access to Parliament. Pretty cheap. Good deal. I'd sign up. If you think it's a sporting club, but little do these parliamentarians kind of know that they're being pimped out, and there'll be other random dudes there rocking what lobbyists are just rocking up in their sporting kit to the Monday morning netball meet. Yeah, g'day Poey, how are you, mate? Yeah, by the way, those gambling restrictions, yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh, really? No way. Oh, pass it. Like, this is how I'm imagining it. Wait, punters, are you sub to the channel? Because if you are, it's not enough. You got to click the bell icon as well and sign up to my mailing list if you want to see the stuff I'm putting out, because this YouTube algorithm is brutal. I've got quite a few subscribers and barely 10% of them see the video. Anyway, do that if you want to see more or not. Anyway, back to it. What do you have to say for yourself, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese? Well, that's David Pocock being David Pocock and getting himself in a story. That's the line that Penny Wong used. Call him an attention seeker. That's what it's about. We'll let you decide if he's getting attention for himself or he's drawing attention to something that punters might care about. This is a voluntary organisation that raises money for charity. So, nice political manoeuvre there. Pivots to, hey, maybe it does raise money for charity also, but also does it raise money from corporations and then sell access to those corporations to the members who are politicians who make decisions? That would be something to know about. Why is this actually a problem? Because in 2003, Labor MP Peter Murphy presented a report to Anthony Albanese government recommending a ban on all gambling ads, saying, this is not good, kids are gambling, we need to get rid of it. And this is massively supported by most Australians. But to date, this was written October 9, 2025, this was written yesterday. Wow, I'm hot off the press. Over 2 years later, Labor have refused to act on this recommendation despite it being supported by everybody. Now we have to ask ourselves, why hasn't the government done what everybody wants, that they said they would do, that their own minister wrote the report for and said, this is what experts say, we're all for it, we should do it. Why hasn't the government done it? This is where we come to corruption or coincidence. We're not allowed to use that word there. So let's look at the coincidences. I spent a couple $100 to go to the grand final. Guess who got free tickets? Big Dog himself. And guess who he was at the grand final with? Lachlan Murdoch. Guess who makes a lot of money from gambling companies being able to advertise with their companies? Lachlan Murdoch and every establishment corporate media. Guess who else was in there? NRL head honcho, Peter V'landys. They're all these power brokers, and there's a whole list of other people in there, in this box. Matt Corman, CommBank CEO. This is a melting pot of the most powerful people in Australia. What these big corporate bludgers do, you've got Seven West big boss, Jeff Howard, CommBank big boss. You got Queensland Premier David Crucifulli. You've got Lachlan Murdoch. Punters, make no mistake, this is the power in Australia, and they have a product that is heavily reliant on the rules the government makes to how many millions or billions they're allowed to make. The government sets those rules, and the government is being asked by regular punters to ban gambling ads. Guess who won't be happy with that? Definitely Lachlan Murdoch, definitely Peter V'landys, definitely Seven West Media boss, Jeff Howard, because they make money from this. So now we've got the government in a position where it needs to make a hard decision that benefits we the punters, or you pander to the power centers that you took free tickets for. I don't know, I need to check if he paid for them. I doubt he paid. Fact checks welcome, citations necessary in the comments below. And schmooze and rub shoulders with the very people that are asking you explicitly or implicitly, hey, don't pass those gambling ads because we'll lose millions of dollars. This is the government has to make a decision here. And up until right bloody now, it has chosen not to. Meaning Albo has quite literally chosen and continues to choose these rich punts and their millions of dollars over you, the regular Aussie punter. And do you want to know the best bit about this whole thing? Because of this interaction with Penny Wong here and David Pocock not really being happy and exposing the lobbyist credentials of this sporting club, He was kicked out of the sporting club and he's not allowed to attend anymore. The best athlete Parliament House has ever seen is not allowed to attend any events put on by the Parliamentary Sports Club. They kicked him out.
They've kicked me out of the club. They've told me that I can't be a member and am not welcome to attend fixtures operated by the club.
They kicked him out. He's so sad. This guy lives for sport. I mean, look at him. You don't make him sad. He's like, man, I can't play sport with my friends anymore. They took their ball and they went home. To be fair, though, I would not want to be in this bloke's way. Oh, my gosh. That's why he really got kicked out. That's why. He's like, oh, because I exposed you're a lobbying firm. Nah, mate. All the parliamentarians got together. They were like, nah, look, this dude was just... This is footage... This is footage from the Parliamentary Sports Club. And they were just like, this guy, it was touch football. He's destroying us. Anyway, poor guy. And then, punters, it gets worse. It's not just a one-off football game. Hey, our Prime Minister likes the footy. Why shouldn't he go? I'll tell you what, buy a bloody ticket. Mine costs $280. Go buy your own and sit with we the punters, right? Sportsbet was invited to a Labor Party fundraising dinner with an Albanese government minister earlier this week. A Sportsbet employee was amongst a small group of donors who attended the boardroom dinner. This, dear punters, is what's called cash for access, which seems like what this sporting club is. You're a corporation, you pay cash to this group and they will provide you with access to our politicians. Oh, invitations were seen by Guardian Australia show tickets, 90-minute event cost $4,000, but members of the forum were charged $3,000. So this is how both Labor and Liberal get money from corporations. This is the best investment they've ever made because guess what? The government still is choosing to side with them over us. Which is a perfect wrap-up segue to, hey punters, don't you think it's a bit of a joke that corporations can buy access to our politicians through fundraising dinners? Yes, it's almost as if democracy's for sale. Well, dear punters, if you go to punterspolitics.com, I don't have many tickets left, unfortunately, but if you get in quick, there might be some left. I'm having my own political fundraiser. I have invited both Anthony Albanese and Susan Lee, but both have declined to come. It is being hosted by Osher Ginsburg with special friend Robbie Mills, and I have 10 politicians, maybe 11, coming to the Punters Politics fundraiser. So if you would like to buy access to your politicians, tickets for this event are only $15,000. But don't worry, there's a discount code right here called Punter Access. Type that in and you'll get either a $99 ticket or a $49 ticket. You choose what you can afford because if democracy is for sale, we might as well make a bid, but I want to make it as affordable for you regular punts. I'll give you one guess about which politician is definitely guaranteed to come to this, and it's this one. David Pocock, who is not a fan of this practice of cash for access, he will be coming. So if you would like to rub shoulders with politicians like David Pocock or Nationals MP Bridget McKenzie, there's seriously probably only 10 tickets left, so get in quick. So anyway, where did you land on that, punters? Comment below. Is our Prime Minister essentially the head of a lobbying firm or is it just a sports club? You decide. I'm eager to see whether or not this passes the punt test. Anyway, massive thanks to We the Punters over on Patreon. These are the punters that keep me making the videos that I think are important, like this one, and not just the videos that get the clicks, but given the YouTube algorithm lately, oh boy, nothing's getting many clicks. Anyway, if you'd like to skip the algorithm, you can sign up to the mailing list and I'll just mail you these links to the videos directly to your inbox because they can't censor your email yet. Anyway, catch you in the next video. Cheers, punts.